Okay, Ruth and Judy, I'll pass over to you.
Judy, do you want to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I'm Judy, Judy Harris. I am the Children Youth Development Officer in the National Synod of Wales. That's a mouthful. Um, I obviously not Welsh. Um, so yes, but I've been involved in children youth work for decades. Um, and I my colleagues always say that I'm the under five specialist
Yes.
in the team, um, just because I think like a toddler, really. So
No, she is the under five specialist, definitely.
and I've been involved in writing the Advent resources and other resources, really since we started writing them.
Yeah. Yeah, same for me. And I'm the Ruth White, and I'm the Children Youth Development Officer for the south part of Wessex Synod. We have two, and I'm a, a specialist of sort of 6 to 12-year-olds, um, and intergenerational worship. Um, and we're going to go straight in. So we're going to give you a little bit of input, and we're going to cover an introduction to a quick show of what it is. We weren't aware that some of you hadn't seen it yet. And then we will look at quick ideas for what you could do as a church to tap into these and to perhaps follow the same themes, and also what you could perhaps encourage your families to do with the packs. And then we'll give some time over to you as well to ask questions and also to come up with your own ideas from inspiration through our conversation tonight. So really briefly, these are a snapshot of the pack. This is the only image really we've got of them to show you. And what you're looking at is at the bottom there, that bottom row of cards. It's a box with 24 cards in it. These are the 24 cards at the bottom here. You'll see they've got 1, 2, and 3 there. And you pick out a card every day of Advent. The consultation that we did after the Advent packs recently showed that although they love the Advent packs, there was too much in them. And we also heard that churches were stealing the Advent packs and using all the ideas in it for session plans. So this pack is a gift. You give it to a family, one per family, and they open it each day. And inside they'll find these lovely, glossy, highly coloured postcards, which are two-sided. The first day you'll see is a nativity scene, and it's an introduction to the pack. The second day there is the wreath. So every day there'll be an image either to do with the nativity story or to do with Christmas. It will alternate. It's images that they may see on Advent calendars, chalky ones, or around and about during Advent and Christmas. So we've gone for the Christmas wreath there. There's a candle, there's Mary, Joseph, shepherds, angel, wise men, there's candy canes, sleighs, all sorts, every image you could think of for Christmas. And so what happens is on the back, you normally get like a little bit of context. Did you know the wreath was invented in ancient Rome as a celebration of tournaments, for example? And then you'll have a fascinating fact, because the feedback we got was that families loved it when we put fascinating facts all over our stuff. So we really did our research on all of these. So the fascinating fact for the wreath is that the largest wreath ever was in 1992 at Ryan's Tree Farm, and it was 116 foot wide. It weighs 9,000 pounds, and it was made of 200 pine trees. You heard that right. A wreath made out of 200 pine trees with a 300 foot of ribbon to make a bow. Then it will suggest that they have a go at making their own wreath, perhaps, as a family, and it will give a little challenge. So the challenge for the wreath one is, how many wreaths can you see in your area, and which one is your favourite? So it's nice and simple, get them talking. The next day will be an element of the nativity story that could, and sometimes it's a wangle, connect to that symbol. So the candle is the innkeeper. because Jesus was born in the stable by candlelight. Mary, what symbol do you think we did for Mary? It was a cracker because she had a surprise inside. But she doesn't go boom when you pull her. So she was a cracker. And so they have fun, hopefully. And then every third card in the pack, you've got these 12 extra cards, which are the top row you're looking at there. And that's a build your own nativity set. So they cut out the little character, they colour it in, throw glitter at it, whatever they want to do. And then it has little tabs attached to it as well, so it can stand up. So it's a freestanding nativity set. Does that make sense? That is a whistle-stop tour of what this pack is. Beautifully presented, so it's a proper little gift to give to your families. The cost was around £4. Is that still right, Judy?
No, I think it was cheaper than that.
£2.50 in the end, was it?
Yeah, I think they reduced the price.
Brilliant. So £2.50-ish, but I don't. It's a bit irrelevant, that bit, because you can't buy them anymore. It was on pre-order, but like I said earlier, if you missed out, Lisa, it's not a problem because we've got stock. All us Sidos who are wise bulk bought stock. So last year there was emails flying around the Sido team when individuals in their synods were looking for 15 or 20 or 30, and I think everybody got what they wanted. Yeah. So between us, we can help you. Okay. And they're already paid for often, so don't over worry about these things. We've also provided as a team. Can you stop sharing now? Oh, hello. We've also provided 5 resources to go alongside this pack. So churches were stealing the pack and using all the ideas instead of giving it to their families, and that's absolutely fine because we're here to serve you. So what we've done this time is we've done you your own. So we've written the whole of Fact and Fair, which is the weekly resource that we put out every month for free. So Faith Adventures for Children Together and Faith Adventures for Youth resource will follow the same themes as the Advent pack for the whole of Advent. So that's already written. So you can download those for free from the website. Also, we've done I'm saying we, Judy wrote majority of this one, I think, because she's the under 5 expert. We've done a toddler praise Advent resource. We've done a cafe church Advent resource, where everything you would need to do an Advent cafe church is in that pack. We've done an outdoor worship or forest church Advent resource. And we've done a youth service Advent resource as well. So they will all be freely available. They are, I think, already available, and they'll be on the website to support you as a church coming alongside what the families are exploring with their pack at home. Does that make sense? So what we're going to briefly do now, I'm going to hand over to Judy, and she's going to help us think about how could the families make use of this gift at home if you want to help them.
So one of the things that I've had lots of questions from people are, well, what else could we do with these cards? What else could we encourage families to do? Surely we can play games with them. So I've been thinking, it's just always dangerous, actually. So you could say to families, why don't you create a window display with all your cards? I know that some communities have kind of window display competitions, and so they could make a window display with their cards. They could pull a card out every day at mealtime and discuss the fact and the activity, and maybe go and do the activity. Some of the activities are go around and see how many wreaths you can find, and it's at the time of year where people maybe go around and look at Christmas lights and things like that. So it's a good chance to be a bit more active. You could make an Advent jar, and then the child could pick a card each day, just a random card from the jar, and then they can explore it. So it didn't necessarily follow the sequence that we've put them in. You could play hide and seek. So you could randomly hide a card from the Christmas story as a treasure hunt. So hide the day's card around the room, get the children all running around looking for it, and get them all excited before you then explore it together. One of the random, I told you it was dangerous when I start thinking. I thought, well, maybe they could try and build a stable from the cards, like a card. Yeah, that would be a challenge maybe for the older ones. Um, you could re-gift the cards. So if you had a Christmas card that had an Advent wreath on it, you could encourage the families to take the Advent wreath card and put that inside the Christmas card and re-gift it to somebody else. So once you've done the activities and read it, you could re-gift it.
I love that idea.
So there's that possibility. But I was thinking, because I'm under five specialist, I've got a lot more ideas that you could do that particularly help the under fives. You could have a story time corner and create a story time corner in the thing, and then part of the pack there is a Christmas story that's broken up into little sections, and so you could read the story, you could create that whole idea, and talk about, this is Mary. Who was Mary? What was she like? Was she kind? Is she brave? Can we think of somebody that maybe was kind? Or you could do spot the picture. So show the card first and invite the children to talk about what they see, then turn it over, reveal the story of the fact that was on it, and try and get them excited about what they're going to hear next. You could just make short actions. So encourage families to think about, oh, we're thinking about the donkey. Let's all make donkey noises. Or let's march like shepherds. Or let's shine like stars. And just get them interacting with the day's card each day. You could pair up the cards with songs as well. And so do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, Away in the Manger for the stable. You could then also encourage them to engage with the story in a more interactive way. So maybe role play, or get them to make noises, or as you're retelling the story in their own words. For the little DIY nativities cards, you, instead of colouring them, you could get them to collage them. So you could put shiny sweet wrappers on them, fabric, hay, make them tactile, and under fives, and what all children love a bit of sensory stuff. So they make them sensory, encourage the families to be a bit more creative about how they do it. So it's not just colouring and glitter, but maybe sticking and things as well. One of the main things that we said when we were thinking about this was you can just make Christmas bunting. So have a string with some pegs and peg the cards up and make Christmas bunting, and it forms like an advent calendar. They could put up each card each day, and you have your Christmas bunting. It's really quick and simple. And you could extend some of the ideas of making a wreath. Well, how could we make a wreath with the little ones? Maybe make a little individual wreath, or maybe make Christmas decorations that are wreaths, or things like that. You could encourage the children to be the character of the day. So all day they had to pretend to be that character all day. That would be a really good challenge, and really get them engaged. And you could actually also have a follow the journey. So lay the cards out in a wiggly line, and they follow the story as a journey. So those are some of the ideas that we would say that's how we can get families really engaged with this pack, that it can be brought to life, and it's not just a pack of cards. It's so much more than that, and it's just thinking outside the box completely to get the families really engaged, because the story that we've written is the basic Christmas story. It doesn't deviate really from what we would normally expect from a Christmas story. So they're only getting the Christmas story. There's no link to the URC themes or anything else which we've done in the past. And it's really so that families can who might not have any connections with the church can explore the Christmas story in fun ways.
Yeah.
So that's some of the ideas that you can go with.
Thanks, Judy. And I must admit, Judy's just filled in the gap that I left for me. Thank you for doing that. That I didn't mention the story cards. I got carried away by the symbol cards. So the story cards, those character cards on the back, as Judy said, it tells that part of the story very, very simply. And we've done it to assume no knowledge as well. But although it's simple, it's factually correct. So we've tried to be accurate. So the wise men, the astrologers, are visiting the young child Jesus, not the baby Jesus, those sorts of things. So we've tried to be correct on them as well. And then we've put some wondering questions on the back of each character card as well, to help families to wonder together, because that's a very big factor of everything we put out. So now, just briefly, some ideas of how you as a church could perhaps do things that might connect with the cards, so that families may see it and go, oh gosh, those are the cards that we've got at home. And then they might, come through your doors and join in even more for Christmas, because it is a mission tool as well. Some of the things include, you could follow the card journey and create a Christmas story wall using the same imagery. It's all online, so you can download it as well. The black and white make your own nativity. In my church, we would probably blow that up to at least A4. If not, send it to a printer and get it life size, and then give one character to each group who meet in your church to decorate, colour, bring to life, and bring them all together to make a big scene. Might be quite cool to do. We thought about creating labyrinths using the cards as almost prayer stop stations, where you explore the Christmas story throughout the labyrinth or the prayer stations. And we thought of perhaps, I think, Alan, you referred to this, that you're giving yours out at a parade service. Is that right?
I think we probably will, yes. Last time we sent them out to the Beaver leaders to hand out, but I can't just remember what the date of the parade service is, but if it's at the end of November, then it will be ideal to have
it's
them
a gift, isn't it?
Service,
yeah. The idea of creating some sort of gift service that you can invite your families to, where you can pray over those packs and then bless each family with one to take away, is another idea as well. So that's our talking time, because we don't want to bombard you with too much. What are your thoughts? What are your questions? Any ideas you've had while we've been listening? We will, of course, steal them and share them widely in the URC. So over to you. And we're going to stay as one big group because we're not too big. Anyone got any questions that you would like answered?
One question I'd have is, you say that it's for families. Is it families of any size? I mean, we've got Lisa there with 5 children. Is the pack suitable for that size of family, as well as for the 1 or 2, or the 1 parent family, or the grandparents and parents, and all the different family models there may be?
I think we designed it so that actually families do it together, that it's something that's an intergenerational tool that across. So grandparents could do it with grandchildren, parents could sit and do it with a group of children, and really encouraging the activities. One of the criticisms that we'd had in the past was it was too much. So the activities are really, let's go out on a journey and see how many lights we see. And they're that kind of activity. They're very much activities you do as a whole family.
Go for a winter walk and see if you can find a candy cane shaped stick.
Yeah.
It's one of the activities. So we have tried, haven't we, Judy, to enable family time through the packs, even if it's just 5 minutes over breakfast. But I
I was
think
just about to say that. Sorry, I was just about to say, everyone has got such a busy life that sitting down, or even I don't remember the last time I actually sat down with all my children and actually
Yeah.
had a meal. So to me, that'll bring not just my family. I mean, I've got lots of groups we've just started a Monday club, and we've got about 6 families there who are in church, and they're asking me about church, and they've been coming to Cappy Church. So but they're coming in, and I think these packs would just be amazing for them. That's what I keep thinking and the other lady, is it Gillian, is it? She needs to be a TA like me, because I was writing down all them things she was saying. I was like, oh, I would do that. Oh, I would do
Yeah.
that. I would do that. But I'm going to take mine into school as well, and I'm going to do it as a class as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to do
they'd
one.
make a brilliant circle time, wouldn't they? Activity.
RE, yeah. Well, my children are 8. My children around 8, but we do a lot of RE, and we do Easter Trail in my church.
Yes.
And my school actually get involved with the Easter Trail, even though we're not on the same. That's in Cheshire and we're in the Wirral. They actually do the Easter Trail. So, and they're always asking for things. My school, they're like, "Oh, what can we do about Christianity?" I'm like,
You could,
"Ask me."
you could actually. Now that's got me thinking. You could do, and it's very similar. The outdoor worship
Yes.
resource that we've written has got this kind of idea, but you could do an advent trail
Yeah,
and just use the pack to create that advent trail as a journey, like the journey to Bethlehem.
yeah, 100%. But we can't get a real donkey, I've been told.
Ah,
Ooh.
I am gutted, because some of our other churches on the Wirral do have that, but my head teacher's definitely not going to go for a donkey.
yeah. Just get donkey ears on the head teacher
I
then.
was going to say,
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'm not
Yeah.
bothered.
Just tell the head teacher there and ask. Same thing.
I think what we could do for this group of individuals, if we put an email together that's got everything we've been talking about in that email, so you don't have to go searching.
Yeah.
So those
That'd be
extra
great.
resources we've been talking about, we'll put those in there. And the church resource pack that we've written, which enables you to use the pack fully, we could just plonk it all in one email and send it to this group as well.
And I certainly can
Useful.
write up all my ideas and put
Yeah.
that into a document for you as well.
Yeah, we did plan it. We've got them all written down, so we can we can just put it all in an email for you. Would that help as well? Save you searching, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm actually excited now for this. I'm not going to lie. I am very excited for it. I'm going to go on your faith adventures for children together after we finish this as well.
Do it. Leo's put the chat.
Can I
up in there.
recommend that? We use that fact, and it's absolutely brilliant. We use it for our junior church, and I'm just so pleased that it's linking together.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were pleased as writers as well,
Yes, we
because we're
were.
on both groups, so it made sense.
Half
to
the
write.
I say, is it just a pack of cards? Is it literally like shaped like a pack of cards?
Yeah, it's like they're postcard size.
Right, okay. Because also, apart from the ones that are coloured in, the rest of them could be reused every year, couldn't they, by families?
Yeah,
could-
that's why we haven't dated anything.
Yeah.
And that's why, as Judy said, we haven't linked it with this year's theme of All Are Welcome. We would normally overtly link to our theme because we're very hot on our theme. But with this being a gift for families and something that they may get out every year, we didn't. We all argued in our writing group that the Christmas story is a story of welcome anyway. So we didn't need to do it overtly.
No.
Yeah, postcards. If you've seen the, I'm just looking around my room for a set of them. Have you seen the prayer pointer cards?
Yeah.
They're just slightly smaller than those.
Okay. Good.
And they are very much designed that you could use them again and again and again every year. And also, if you had over ordered, you could give them out the following year.
The following year, you could. Yeah, definitely. Although I think we'll all be sending our extras to Lisa now, so I don't think we're going to have any spare.
Well, I did have one church said that they were going to order 352 for their one of the schools.
Brilliant.
I was wondering
Brilliant.
about that
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Just brilliant.
So
do-
we haven't ordered ours yet because
Oh,
this
dear.
did say something about October. So does that mean there won't be enough if we if we did an order?
So officially, the window for pre-ordering is now closed from Church House Assemblies of Officers of General Assembly Bookshop. That pre-order is now closed. However, many Sidos bulk ordered. So I ordered 500. Judy, you ordered a couple of hundred, didn't you?
I ordered 300, yeah.
I can guarantee Nicola, before she retired, bulk ordered for Eastern Synod.
Well, she
When
normally
she
gets
told the
about
new
1,000,
Sido.
doesn't she? Yeah.
So there will be spares knocking around. It's really hard, isn't it? Because of how the wheels turn, we've never really got a hard copy that we can show to people. The minute you explain it to people or even show it them, they all want one.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then we end
Yeah.
up having hundreds more wanted that we're too late for.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure.
we couldn't imagine what it was going to be like. So I bought one, just one, to see what it would be like, hoping it would be here before this meeting. But then I think now we're going to need.
Oh, you're
more.
gonna get that one, Gillian, and go, oh, I need another 50 at least.
Yeah.
Just ask Leo to send an email around saying,
Yeah.
we're sure we can get them for you.
And I
sure.
know,
Yeah, we don't have any left at the Synod. They
and I know
were.
Church House did order. Sam ordered a load for her team as well.
I think I would need about 10. I think I'm going to start with 10.
That's
And
easily
then-
done.
If that's all right. If I could buy 10, that would be great. And then I will give them out to my Monday club. And I will put them in my RE classes as well. And then I'll have one left for me. Hopefully I'll get to see my
Good.
children more.
Good.
But I will do 10, and then obviously I'll take this back to church, and then next year I think we'll just buy in bulk like you.
Yeah, we have got churches who have bought them every year. It started when we were in lockdown, is how it started. Churches were saying to us, we just want something that we could give to our families as something to do during Advent. And so that's how it all began. And it was huge, that one, wasn't it? A whole box of stuff. And yeah, even the box became a stable. It was crazy, really. But so the communication from families now was very, we love it and we still want something. But as Lisa said, we just don't have time to be making 28 things every day and 3 creative prayer ideas. And, so it's nice and simple. We hope it's engaging. We hope it will be valuing, that the families will just feel remembered and loved at Christmas.
100%.
Yeah, that was where we were coming from.
So if
I think it's
we
a great
wanted
idea.
to order some, who would we order through?
Go to your Sido as a starter for 10. So whoever your Sido or equivalent is in your Synod, go to them first and say, have we got any spares in the Synod? Because
What's the Sido?
a Children Youth Development Officer.
Oh, I know.
Where are
him,
you?
Yeah.
Are you in Easton?
I am, yeah.
So it used to be Nicola
Reeves.
Greaves.
Right, okay.
And now
How quickly we forget.
no, crazy, isn't it? And now who is it in Easton?
I don't think
Will.
they've, well,
Matthew
Will
They
is
Will.
appointed.
youth. They haven't appointed the children.
No.
We're ciderless.
But I'm sure if you contacted the Synod office, they would be able to direct you.
And if all else fails, I'm gonna put my email address in the chat here, and Judy, I think you should do the same. If all else fails, as part of the writing group, it wouldn't be inappropriate for you to email either me or Judy, and we'll do our best for you. If you don't have a Sido, it is harder.
Right,
So
okay.
just get,
Thank you.
just shout. Church House, contact
Yeah.
Heather on the Children Youth Work desk there.
Okie doke.
She'll put out a bid.
That would be great.
Can we say they actually would be really helpful for you to contact children.youth@urc.org.uk to let them know that there really is demand for this sort of resource, because as budgets get squeezed, we're looking at things that we no longer might do. And if there are enough people saying, actually, this is something we actually desperately want, actually asking them if they have any, just lets them know that this is something that it is worth us as a team investing time and resources into.
Yeah, thanks, Leah.
And I would say, oh, sorry, I would say as well, in the past, we've had kind of, oh, well, maybe the Advent pack isn't something that we should invest in. Maybe it's something that other, you can get it from the Bible Society, you can get some stuff from them, you can get it from God Ventures, you can get it from here, Bible Illustrated. Yes, you can, but
it's not URC specific.
It's not URC specific. And actually, our churches that we work with all say how much they love it. So we want to invest in our churches and give something for our churches. So,
and the fact that it links to our weekly resource, Sunday School in a Tin type resource that we knock out every week. And our last thing from us would be, we pride ourselves in the writing groups of being led by local. So everything we do comes out of direct consultation. So thank you to those of you who answered that question about this year's Advent resource when it was put on Facebook. We do act on your feedback. So if you've got ideas, we will be writing next year's Advent resource in February. Okay. So if you see that consultation come out, or if you just think, do you know what would be really good, just tell us. It's really important that we hear from you, because you're the people we're serving, and so what we give you needs to be fit for purpose. So please do communicate. And can we do one last advert, Leo?
Of course.
Judy, do you want to talk about it?
Oh, so at the end of November, Alan was there last year. Margaret, you were there last year. Gillian was there last year. URC Children's Conference is happening again. It is at the last weekend of November, so start of Advent. And it will be at Highgate House in Northampton. And we've got Peter Privet coming to talk, to be the keynote speaker. He's well renowned in godly play circles, but he's a fascinating speaker, and I think he'll be really good value for money. And we've got some really exciting workshops planned as well. This year's theme for URC Children was around participation, so there will be some follow-up from last year's workshop we had on participation, but a bit more practical angles of it. And lots of other stuff as well. And you get to come and have a weekend with Ruth and me, and
we play
fun and play. Yeah,
it's a real treat.
Whether we have a film night or not, we'll have to ask and see if the demand is there.
But thank you. It'd be good to see you there. And there are grants available to help you to fund being there as well for the weekend. I think we're handing over to Megan, but thank you for your time this evening. And we hope you love the packs as much as we loved writing them for you when they arrive. I do believe, Judy, that we did order one for every person coming to the Children's Workers Conference.
I think we did.
Start of Advent.
I think we did. I hope that memo got round, but otherwise we'll be taking our packs and using them.
That's an expensive way of guaranteeing one pack.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to miss it. I am I'm at Wydale Hall, leading the elders conference for the elders in Yorkshire. So that's why I've managed to jump on to deliver my closing presentation for Leo and for you guys. But I hope you've had a lovely evening. I'm just going to share my screen, Leo. Am I able to do that? Wonderful, thank you. The thing about this is that when I put this on, I can't actually see you. So someone needs to
Just as well.
shout at me or interrupt me if you need me to stop, or if you want to ask any questions, which is absolutely fine. Please stop me if you do. This is it's quite a short presentation just to give you an idea of some of the other things that are either up and coming or other resources that are available from the URC Children and Youth team. Can you believe it's September? I can't believe it's September. So the next talking about session in October is about talking about brains in bloom. It's all about how the brain develops from toddlers into children, into tweens and teenagers, and what impact that has on our ministry and how we interact with children and young people. So that will be led by Lisa Campbell. Her organisation is called Wonderful Me. If you're interested, just give her a Google. She does lots of brilliant stuff. Yeah, she's very good. So hopefully, if you guys are interested in that, you can come along to that next month. The one after that in November, which we don't currently have a flyer for yet, but that's going to be all about residential trips and overnight stays for children and young people, and just some kind of frequently asked questions, URC specific guidance about that. Because I went to a session myself about Generation Alpha, and one of the things that I learnt there was that apparently it's the return of the residentials. So it's something which I think maybe perhaps next year might be a hot topic. So yeah, so October, Brains in Bloom, November, residential and overnight stays. And you can have a month off in December because you will all be extremely busy. This is just something that's happening up in the 5 Northerly Synods. It's not exclusively for the 5 Northerly Synods, but it's just happening up in Manchester. Something that came out of Youth Assembly last year was an increase in number of young people who are wanting to get involved in leading worship. So if you have any under 25s that are interested, this is a day which is at Northern College. It's free. It's all about using dance and drama and other kind of forms of movement in worship. There's going to be someone from Student Christian Ministries coming to talk to us about evangelism amongst your peers, so how to talk about faith with your friend as well in the afternoon. So yeah, that should be a really good day. So please do chat to your SIDO if you are interested in that. You've already talked about the Children's Worker Conference, but yeah, bookings are open, aren't they? Yeah, you have to email. Yeah, they are open because we've got some people booked on from Yorkshire. I know that. Lovely. Youth Assembly, the bookings are now open for Youth Assembly. This is quite a generic flyer. Some synods do have synod specific ones because everybody offers it at a different discounted rate, and some people offer transport, and it all happens quite differently. But yeah, bookings for Youth Assembly for 2026 are open. And alongside Youth Assembly, there is the Youth Leaders gathering as well. So if you are interested or know anybody who is interested in that, then yep, that is on again. That's at Highgate House again. So it's a similar venues in the same place. So we ran this event last year for the first time. It's the 1T4 youth event. Youth Assembly is for anybody aged 14 and over. We recognise that there's a bit of a gap for those 11s to 14. So this is an attempt for us to meet those young people who are in that age group, 11 to 14. It's at Whitemoor Lakes, so it's pretty central to the country, I guess, sort of. And it's a weekend essentially for these young people of this age to come together. We do a bit of Bible study. They do lots of outdoor activities. We have quite a lot of fellowship, getting to know each other, kind of like that step towards getting them ready to engage in Youth Assembly, really. So yeah, that is on. Again, it says £125 there, but as always, there will be grants available in different synods to make that more accessible. So again, get in touch with your SIDO. That's in May next year. We've talked about the Advent packs, so there we are. I'm assuming that everybody on this screen has ordered them or will order them probably by tomorrow morning, if they have not already. And I just wanted to flag this up. This is just something I think we do as a SIDO Plus team, try and keep this up to date. It's a calendar, a Padlet with kind of training and development opportunities that are happening in local synods and beyond. And then finally, if you're not already familiar with the URC website, there is a lot of resources on there. There's holiday clubs, there's the themed resources, the Commitment for Life stuff. It's all free, all downloadable, all really useful to help you in your ministry with children and young people. And that is all I had, Leo. Is there anything else I've missed?
Not that I can think of. No, you're. It's been something of a whistle-top store right the way through tonight, with loads of ideas and loads of suggestions, and then a dump of information there from Megan. But to remind you that we have recorded this, so it will be available on the Children's and Youth Work YouTube site within a week or so. So you can go and have a look and pick up on things that you've missed. And as Ruth and Judy have said, they will kindly put together sort of an FAQ pointing you to the resources that you might find useful, the other resources that are available. And I put the link to Fact and Fair in the chat. I also put a link to the Facebook page for the Children's and Youth Work in the URC, where we ask questions such as, what would you like to see next? What would you find helpful for you in your ministry that we might be able to help with? So please do feel free to look at those, to work on them, and see how we can help you and support you in your various ministries, whether that is with uniformed organisations, pilots, toddler groups, parents and toddlers, junior church, youth fellowships, youth groups, open youth clubs, all that sort of thing. And how you can get in touch with and make contact with those children and young people who use the church buildings but aren't necessarily seen as part of the church, your dance troops or your keep fit classes, all those sort of things, drama groups, you know, if you've got some way, if you would like ideas about how to connect with those, then first of all, contact your SIDO if you have one, but also ask the question on Facebook, and we will take all those things under consideration and maybe come up with, that'll be the resource that we come up with sometime in the future. I'm conscious that we got a couple of minutes, so I don't want to, I've always found that people are happy to start late, but will happily string me up if we finish late. Nobody's ever complained if we finish early. But we have a couple of minutes. So apart from thanking Judy and Ruth ever so much for their input tonight, but also for them and the other members of the writing team, I just wondered if anybody has anything else that they would like to say before we'll finish with the grace to and for each other. If you've got anything that you'd like to offer or to say, please take an opportunity to share it now.
I would just like to say thank you, to be honest, because I didn't know anything about this, and I think I'm gonna give packs out to many families. I'm really glad. I'm excited. Thank you.
Brilliant.
And another big thank you, the Holiday Club material, the Clubhouse this year, we've used it in the pilots, we've used it as our August worship all the way through with the church. Fantastic. So it's been a really, really good resource.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Thanks, Margaret. We'll pass that on to the writing group.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hard one next year, isn't it, with wise words?
Yeah. That's something else I won't be involved with. A, it's creative, and B, they want wise words. Don't get them from me.
We should
Shall
say
we?
that, Leo. Sorry, we should say that we always welcome guest writers, experts in your
Good point.
field. That's what you are. So, there's people on this screen now who in the introduction were saying that they've got way beyond experience of some of us in years. So if you ever want to be involved, even just as a one-off on a Friday morning, writing with the writing group for Fact, sharing your ideas and getting excited, or if you want to come on board and write something bigger like Holiday Club, we're always open to welcoming new writers.
Or even next year's Advent stuff.
Oh my goodness,
We're
yes.
prepared to be very confused because you're leading up to Easter or Lent and you're thinking about Advent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to keep your Christmas tree out, basically, don't you? Because don't put it away because you may have to do a photo in February.
And don't think you need to have lots of creativity and stuff. Sometimes just being part of the conversation is enough to spark everybody else.
Absolutely.
Thoughts. So don't think, oh no, I couldn't do that, because I'm sure you could.
Yeah. So let Church House. Who would they let know? Heather at Church House, probably.
Sharon, maybe.
Sharon Lloyd. Can we give that? Yeah, probably Sharon Lloyd. Actually, Heather would pass it on.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
again,
we'd
you
love
can
to
also
welcome
just contact your Sido if you'd be interested. And as Ruth said, it can be as little or as much as you want. You don't get ended up. We're not going to say, brilliant, thanks for coming along. We'd like you to translate the New Testament into under 5-year-olds.
In fact, you don't have to write. You don't even have to write.
No.
If you just want to come and be in the writing group session to share all your ideas and get us excited about something we may not have thought about, brilliant. We will happily write it up for you. You don't have to do the writing.
Folks, time is up. I hope that you've enjoyed and found this evening useful. I hope it's kicked off some ideas in your head. I hope those of you that haven't ordered the pack are working out how you might get hold of the pack. And I hope that you find that the opportunities to engage with families and offering gifts to the local community, families in the local community, whether or not they come to church, is an opportunity that you are really interested in taking. My final hope is that next month we will see you for Brains in Bloom, if that's the sort of thing that floats your boat. If it doesn't float your boat, but you know somebody else who is interested in that sort of thing, please, when you see the advert, however you saw the advert, please pass it on to them and encourage them to take part and get involved as well. That would be excellent work. Can we finish tonight just by, you can stay muted, otherwise we end up with a massive cacophony of all sorts of noise, which is equally fine, because after all, we're all children's and youth workers and we are used to cacophonies. So we end up saying the grace to and with and for each other. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all evermore. Amen. And may you have a wonderful Advent when it comes, topped off with a fantastic Christmas.
Don't eat
and a riotous New Year.
Times.
Thank you.
God bless.
God bless, guys.
God bless everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Susan.